Well, good morning. Welcome to 755 Live, about 5 minutes of what Jesus said. You can find a different command of Jesus every weekday at our weekday Bible plan at bible.today.church. It's really important that we read the Bible together. It's not just a solo sport, and so that's why we have that Bible plan for you. There's a different command of Jesus on there every day. Kind of in soundbite form, and then the scriptures that go with that. Today's Jesus said is same team. This is from Mark 9:38 through 40. John said to Jesus, "Teacher, we saw someone using your name to cast out demons, but we told him to stop because he wasn't in our group." "Don't stop him," Jesus said. "No one who performs a miracle in my name will soon be able to speak evil of me. Anyone who is not against us is for us." Now, the context here is very interesting. The disciples had just been arguing about which one is the greatest in the kingdom. And Jesus told them that to be first, you have to actually take last place. And then he also brought a child as an example of the kind of humility that is what the kingdom is all about. Now, being first by taking last place doesn't seem like a logical success plan, but that's how Jesus' kingdom works. The disciples had been hearing and seeing all about this incredible kingdom, but they were still trying to do it their way. "Look, Jesus, this guy isn't even a part of us. He's not in our little group, and he's using your name to cast out demons. That's not right." And Jesus basically said, "No, wrong spirit, same team. Anyone who is not against us is for us." We all have a natural tendency to get comfortable in our own little groups, in our way of doing things, and then point fingers at others who aren't a part of us. That's not how Jesus' kingdom works. That's how our own selfish kingdom works. In Luke 9, this town of outsiders didn't welcome Jesus. They didn't treat him right. And a couple of the disciples said, "Hey, Jesus, should we call down fire from heaven?" And Jesus rebuked them. And in some translation says, you don't even know what spirit you are of. They had missed the whole point of the kingdom. And if I'm being honest today, I actually struggle in this area because it's easy to look around at others' success and compare, or it's easy to look at how bad people are and want to call down fire from heaven like the disciples did. "Well, they aren't doing things like me. My way is better. If that were me, I would do this." And Jesus says that kind of judgment and comparison isn't what his kingdom is about. He says, same team. Paul talked about this in the book of Philippians. And before I read this, I want to consider this. Paul was in prison. He was on death row for preaching Jesus. How easy would it have been for Paul to criticize other preachers who had it much easier than him? But in Philippians 1:15 through 18, he said, "Some, to be sure, are preaching Christ from envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. And the latter do so from love, because they know that I'm placed here for the defense of the gospel. The former proclaim Christ, those who are doing it for the wrong reasons, from selfish ambition, not sincerely, because they think they can cause trouble for me in my imprisonment." And then this is what sounds so much like Jesus. What is the result? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or truth, Christ is being proclaimed, and in this I rejoice. Paul was saying, some are even doing it for the wrong reasons, but following Jesus is what it's about. And I just rejoice that Jesus is being proclaimed. Same team. The problem here is comparison. We get into trouble when we compare our righteousness and the way that we do things with how someone else is doing. And really the only comparison that we should make is, am I like Jesus? Not, are they like Jesus? Are they doing things my way? No, the comparison that keeps us in the right place in the kingdom is when we compare ourselves to the one who really matters, not to others. Not looking around saying, hey, are they doing things like I would? We should rejoice in others' success. We should rejoice that Jesus is being proclaimed, even if for the wrong reasons. We should be willing to celebrate people who may not be doing things the way we do. Those that aren't against us are for us. Jesus said, same team. How can we put that into action